So tonight I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. I am going to talk about my experience with chronic pain and how I learned to manage that in hopes that it could help some of you. So what is my expertise? So I have something called central sensitization. And I'll put a link up there or over there, whatever side it lands on, if you'd like to know more about that. And pretty much, in a nutshell, it is when you have an injury for a long time that doesn't receive treatment, your body actually grows synapses in your brain to when you have a lot of pain, just like when you, they say, use it or lose it. So that's a true thing. Your synapses will remain strong if you use a certain kind of knowledge. Well, the same applies to pain. So when you're in pain for an extended period of time, those synapses for the pain grow in your brain. And what happens is you will react to pain or movement, in my case, such as moving pegs or typing or doing minuscule things. What my body reacts to it as an actual re-injury, not only with mental pain, so I've had surgeries here and I've had a fusion in my neck, and my arm will actually re-swell. I had to get lots of tests at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester. Thank you, Mayo Clinic. A lot of testing done. They test your actual physiological reactions. So your body, it's not just like fibromyalgia and chronic pain and things like this aren't just in your brain. Your body actually physically reacts to it, and I'll actually lose strength in my arm. So I'm an expert at chronic pain, and I also did attend the Mayo Clinic chronic pain rehabilitation program. So I do know the science and understand the recommended therapies for that type of situation. So hopefully my pain will do other people good. And I have personally found in my life that physical pain and traumas or heartaches or losses actually work the same on your mental, emotional, physical level. So I also went through a lot of heartaches. Like you guys, I'm an expert at that. Quite recently, and I found actually that some of the therapies recommended to use at the Mayo Clinic, and also some scientific methods that I learned on my own really helped not only the physical chronic pain side, but also helped with emotional healing and being able to regain control over your life, which is essentially what any chronic pain person wants to do, is just regain a little bit of control, to feel a little bit more in control. Even though the pain won't go away, you know, you do need to live with that and find just a grasp on that so it doesn't take over your life. And I also found that is the case with traumas, from childhood traumas to PTSD. A lot of veterans have the same kind of traumas. So I am making a new series based on science. Integrative medicine, actually, in hopes that some people that are going through that will find some help with that, because finding this knowledge and using this knowledge was really like a humongous moving forward point in my life. So if other people could find help from that, I'm totally willing to expose all my secrets to help other people. For the first video, I want to look back at things that I learned from kind of my son's therapy sessions, for trauma, and also the integrated medicine practices learned at the Mayo Clinic, chronic pain clinic. So what you really need to do with trauma or pain is try and rewire those synapses. And I know people tell us all the time, oh, just don't think of it. Like, that's literally, what we're told, like, don't think of it, da, da, da. But unless you actually have like a step-by-step process, that's kind of hard to do. So I'm gonna give some small steps, which may seem ridiculous at the time, but we'll work up to bigger things. It all steps with like today, if this is something you're interested in. I can promise you that it will change your life for the better. Or I do encourage you to go with any other type of therapy or medicinal or integrative medicine that you find helpful, because healing from pain and trauma is definitely possible. And there's a lot of actual degrees coming out in integrated medicine, which does show that I know I live in Minnesota, and the U of M just started a master's degree, a doctorate degree in integrated medicine, because the science is there that proves that it's not only the body and the mechanical things that you fix, it's also stopping that brain like focusing pattern. And it's the same with trauma. It's not only with trauma, it's like the other way around. It's not, you can try and therapy the brain, but you like really, like, trauma has an effect on your body as well, like with chronic fatigue and just not having any energy, and like you may not even know that trauma is affecting you because you're literally not thinking about it. But if you haven't dealt with that and kind of let it go, let it purge, like really looked at that and examined that and became okay, or became to a place where you understand at least and can accept that those things happen, and come through that, not as a victim, but as a warrior, that will affect your body as well. So physical injuries affect your brain and the way you think, and like mental heart injuries affect your body condition, like energy levels, and also illness, like your immune system. So this is my very unedited video of truth for you guys today. And exposing my crowds as like a chronic pain like person and trauma person, but I'm sure we can all relate to like trauma of some kind. So I'm hoping that even if this video like helps one person, or this series of videos, like I will be so happy and honored to be a part of that. So the first thing you do is the first tiny skill we're going to learn is based on the practice of the rewiring of the brain. So when you build pathways of pain or trauma, and you think about them and you focus on them, and they literally take over your lives, like your synapses in your brain grow stronger because of reveling in those thoughts or those pain feelings all the time. It also is researched that not only does the brain have memory cells, but the actual heart does too. When someone gets a heart transplant, they actually like get the memories and cravings and stuff of the person. I know that's like hooky and hard to believe, but like I will link that as well, there, so that you can read up on that research. So what we're gonna do tonight is gonna seem really weird, but it is gonna set you up for like the rewiring part, step by step. I'm like a kindergartner, so I need like step by step stuff, easy stuff to follow that doesn't dive right in. Like that's the road we're going on. Like nice and easy, you'll feel better, I promise. So I have a heart chakra meditation that essentially does the same thing, but with a couple more steps beyond it. I will link it, but just do this at first. So what we're gonna do is just imagine that like here is like an opening, like a portal. So when we breathe in, we're gonna imagine it actually coming right into our lungs here. And what that is scientifically gonna do is just make us aware of our body, like bring us down out of our head to different memory cells. So instead of trying to rewire what's up here, we're gonna work with the memory cells down here. We're gonna kind of like bypass the system. It's kind of cheating, but whatever. So we're gonna take 3 deep breaths. So we're gonna imagine it coming into our lungs here, and we're gonna imagine our breath coming out here. Now it's not just that you have to do it like these 3 breaths. I want you over the next couple days or week to do that whenever you think about it. So just breathe in and out through your heart to kind of activate those memory cells. It also brings you out of your mind to your body, kind of being mindful of what's going on. And it's literally that easy. That's where we're starting. We are activating some different synapses, and we'll see how it goes from there. If anybody does have PTSD or like chronic fatigue or central sensitization of the spine like me, or any kind of like neuropathies, or maybe you're a cancer patient, or nobody knows somebody who is, like I would be happy to hear your story, like grateful. But if you're not a talker, I totally understand. I'm not really either, but I know a lot of people have mentioned to me how they're my doctors as well, how they're shocked by my optimism. And I reminded them that they did send me to the pain clinic, and I did use some other actually physics-based science, and kind of found my own path with many teachers. So I will certainly link to all these when we progress and when we get to that, because I'm so fortunate to be led down a path of healing without even knowing that's the path I was going on. So I'm going to put all of the things in a row, kind of organized for you guys, and there's many, many paths to healing. Watch one video, watch them all. I just want others to be able to see a brighter day ahead of them, like I can now. So, all right. And I was going to make this video during the day, but if you have like chronic pain, you understand that things just don't work out and you just have to go with it. So that's why I'm like under the cover of darkness. But all right, well, thanks you all for stepping into this different video. I will make a playlist on the channel for kind of research for the pain healing trauma thing, and definitely title these with number sequences too. So this would be number 1. Remember, whenever you think of it, breathe in and out through your heart. And it takes like 90 days to develop a pattern, but I've actually found now, started doing that in December or November. I just do it naturally now. So, and it's not that I don't think, it's just I keep that area activated. So, all right. I am going to go inside because it's really dark outside, or maybe make some other videos. But thank you guys for being here. Do your breathing. If you want to comment or subscribe if you want notifications of the other videos in the series. And I am trying to go live. There's something with the coding. I'll have to find a nerdy, good tech boy to help me out. I need some kind of update on my iPad. So, all right, you guys, have a good night, and thanks for giving me your time. I'm super honored to be a part of your life.